Well, it's another day, so of course, there is a new criminal investigation of Donald Trump, yet still no indictments. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So here we go again. Headlines screaming about a new criminal investigation being opened into Donald Trump. Here are some of the headlines. This from Forbes. Trump's Save America PAC under investigation in January 6th probe. From CNN, federal grand jury investigating January 6th sets sights on Trump's Save America PAC. This from Newsweek. Donald Trump could meet the same fate as Steve Bannon over funding. And here's just a little bit of that reporting. This from Forbes. A grand jury investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol and the aftermath of the 2020 election is looking into former President Donald Trump's Save America PAC, the latest legal issue to befall the ex-president after the House January 6th committee accused the fundraising group of misleading donors after the election. And folks, I want to zoom in on one part of that Forbes reporting, the latest legal issue to befall the ex-president. Now this one is about his Save America PAC, by which he was grifting, let's call it what it is, stealing from his supporters, just as sure as Steve Bannon stole from Trump's supporters with his bogus We Build the Wall Foundation, for which Steve Bannon is now criminally indicted and will go to trial in New York, will likely be convicted based on the evidence that we've seen. Well, now Donald Trump, is doing the same thing, using a PAC to grift from his supporters. And this is the one that Representative Zoe Lofgren, in one of the January 6th public hearings, labeled the big ripoff. Yes, Donald Trump was using the big lie for any number of reasons. One, to recruit people, trying to convince them that their vote was stolen from them, their election rigged, their president wrongfully taken from the Oval Office. He used the big lie to inspire them to attack the U.S. Capitol. To fight like hell, or you won't have a country anymore. Now go down there and stop the certification, the peaceful transfer of presidential power. Now we know he also used the big lie to line his own pockets, the Save America PAC, donate to my legal defense fund, and another criminal investigation has been announced. Will this criminal investigation distract us or derail the Department of Justice from the last criminal investigation involving his theft of classified documents, his unlawful retention of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago? And is that investigation distracting us and derailing the Department of Justice from its investigation into the armed insurrection that Donald Trump launched on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th? We know that all of those investigations apparently have distracted and derailed law enforcement from holding Donald Trump accountable for any of his earlier crimes, for bribing and extorting President Zelensky. I need a favor, though, for the as many as 10 counts of obstruction of justice meticulously documented by Bob Mueller in Volume 2 of the Trump-Russia report, for which, as Mueller testified, Donald Trump could be indicted when he leaves office. Or how about we go back to the beginning, 2016, Donald Trump was in a campaign finance conspiracy with Michael Cohen to unfairly steal the election. Michael Cohen has paid the price, went to prison. Donald Trump has yet to have 1 minute of accountability visit him. But now we have a new criminal investigation. Let's give the Department of Justice all the time it needs to investigate this one. Well, what happened to the one before that, and the one before that, and before that, and before that, and before that? I mean, just pick one, DOJ. Just finish what you started. Indict him on something, because he's committed crime after crime after crime, many in the harsh light of day. And we have the evidence to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, even based only on what's been publicly reported. And I can promise you, friends, from my decades inside the Department of Justice, that there is a lot more incriminating evidence that we don't know about, that we shouldn't know about, because much of it is developed in the grand jury, which is secret by law. But for goodness sake, enough with the announcement of new investigation after new investigation. Let's finish one with an indictment. That's the way this is supposed to work. Investigate. Collect up enough evidence of crime to meet the standard to indict, probable cause. Then indict. Move toward trial. Add charges, add defendants in superseding or subsequent indictments. But please, get off the dime and indict them. I mean, Donald Trump has got to be the most investigated and least prosecuted man in the history of our nation. And look at the damage he has wrought with the crimes he has committed against the people of the United States. As I've been saying recently, yes, the frustration level rises. And you know why the frustration level rises? Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.